You're washing dishes, the water running over your hands, when suddenly a crazy idea hits you out of nowhere. A fix for that nagging problem you've been wrestling with at work. It's not the usual brainstorm, it comes from thin air. What if this magic moment isn't luck? What if boredom, that feeling you're wired to avoid, is actually a superpower? Let's unravel why doing nothing might just be your secret weapon for brilliance. Most of us think boredom is pointless, but Manoush Zomorodi flips that on its head, revealing it as a gateway to your best ideas. Here's the surprising truth behind that empty feeling. Manoush recounts an experiment at a 21-city meditation retreat where participants were asked to go without their phones for just 24 hours. After an initial panic, many reported their minds opening up in unexpected ways, coming up with fresh ideas and renewed focus. This wasn't coincidence, it was boredom unlocking mental space. Think of your brain like a highly skilled janitor. When you're focused on a task, it's busy sweeping up, filtering input and firing on routine. But when you're bored, it kicks into autopilot, letting it wander through the hallways of memory and possibility, spotting those surprising connections that spark breakthroughs. In today's wired world, constant phone checking is like a relentless parade marching through your mental theater, never letting the janitor alone. Zomorodi points out that this nonstop stimulation shoves boredom aside, starving your creativity and making your mind dull and restless instead. We cram our lives with activities to dodge boredom, tweets, texts, emails. But what happens if you purposefully sit with nothing? Zomorodi reveals the transformative power locked there. Manoush shares a personal story. After challenging herself to put down her phone for an hour a day, she started having breakthrough ideas, like a podcast concept bouncing in her head during a walk, unprompted and vivid. The emptiness gave her mind room to hatch brilliance. She compares digital distraction to a carnival barker yelling for your focus nonstop. Every ping demands your attention, fracturing your ability to concentrate deeply. This constant buzz reduces what psychologists call your cognitive bandwidth, leaving little room for reflection or innovation. One of the book's practical gems is scheduling boredom appointments, intentional breaks from screens. Zomorodi's experiments showed after just a few days, participants felt calmer, more creative, and more in control, proof that boredom isn't laziness, it's retraining your brain to think freely again. So how do you turn boredom from enemy to ally? Zomorodi hands you simple yet powerful tools to reclaim your brain's creative mojo, no apps needed. At the start of her famous Bored and Brilliant challenge, Manoush recommended nudging yourself to pause before picking up your phone. For example, putting the phone in another room or setting a 5-minute wait timer before checking emails. Participants found these small hurdles rewired their impulse habits, creating new mental space. She encourages turning routine daily activities, waiting in line, commuting, even dishwashing, into labs for the mind. Instead of scrolling mindlessly, these moments become where your imagination experiments and unexpected insights take shape. It's like turning white noise into a symphony of ideas. The catch: embracing boredom builds habits that compound. The more often you lean into it, the more natural it becomes to generate original thoughts. Zomorodi shares how some participants reported feeling calmer and more productive after weeks, sparking a creative cascade that reshaped their work and personal lives. Remember that moment by the sink when your mind suddenly sparked? That's boredom doing its magic. Instead of rushing to fill every second with noise, give yourself permission to lean into the empty spaces. Try this tonight: keep your phone in another room for 1 hour. See how your mind wanders, connects, and returns with fresh ideas. Your next brilliant moment is a bored minute away. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.